speak now to Sandra Hieke, who's a forest and biodiversity campaigner, and she joins us now live from Hamburg in Germany. Welcome to the programme. Tell us, how can we save these important forestry reserves?
Well, I think the first thing is to really understand well what the drivers of destruction and deforestation in this world are. And if you look into the tropics, it's mainly forests that are being turned into agricultural land to produce feed for meat production or, for example, palm oil. So that's good news and that's bad news because it also means that everyone can do at least a little bit to protect forests. If you look into the more northern forests on this globe, those are being turned into often hygienic papers or other throwaway products. So via our consumption, we can help protecting forests. And the most important things are actually to halt deforestation, but also to allow forests to regenerate again. So consumption plays a vital role, but of course also the protection, for example, via protected areas, which we must not forget is important to include the people on the ground in those landscape planning processes.
And just very quickly on that point about consumption, what can we do as consumers? Is there something that we can identify in the products that are causing this problem?
Absolutely. There's a lot of goods that actually come from, or we can actually call them forest destructive goods and products. So everything that contains palm oil, of course, high meat consumption drives climate change as well, because especially tropical forests, as I said before, are being turned into agricultural land for meat production, but also all kinds of goods. Everyone can really start with himself and check out what he consumes and how they can change that.
And there's a UN report that says we can learn a lot from indigenous communities, which are possibly some of the best guardians of these forests.
That's actually true. There's a lot of study that actually prove that. And people on the ground, local people, traditional people, indigenous people are often the best guardians of the forest because they have a very tremendous forest knowledge. It's their livelihoods. Their life depends on forests. It's their pharmacy, it's their water reserve. So this is why they have a high interest, of course, to preserve those forests. And that's why we should listen to those people and include them into landscape planning processes.
All right, Sandra Hieke, thank you so much for joining us and explaining this important subject to us in detail. I appreciate your time.